As I meet new small business owners out there, and we talk about systemizing all their processes and their systems, I hear some common myths around systemization. Um, and the first is where those myths is that systems are too constricting. It inhibits creativity. It inhibits being able to adjust in the moment based on the current situation. The second is they take too much time to develop and implement. And the third is why create systems if the team's not going to follow them anyway. And none of these are true. With constriction, they're too constricting. That's probably based on a mindset based on how a past employer of yours may have applied systems. But that's not what they're meant to be able to create consistency of results, to provide a tool for your team to know what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to do it and meet your expectations. The second is they take too much time. That simply is not true. If you've never done it, it looks like it's going to take a lot of time, but I promise you, I've written many systems in my career, and they sit down. Once you start writing it, it takes no time at all. And once you've done one, then you can do the next. Don't worry about the whole list. Just do one at a time. And the third is the team won't follow them anyway. Well, that has nothing to do with systems. That's a management issue. That's an accountability issue. That's a whole other issue to address. So when we don't put these systems because of these misaligned beliefs that we have, what happens is you get inconsistent results within your business and among team members. And it's really difficult, if not impossible, to plan and develop a team for growth in the future when we have that inconsistency. We don't know what to expect from month to month. Second is you will experience a very high level of staff turnover without systems. Because basically, they're coming into a new job with some expectations that you're going to show them what to do and how to do it so they can be a good employee. And then there's no guidelines for them, and they're not meeting your expectations because they don't even know what they are, and they get frustrated and quit. It happens over and over and over again. And the third is you'll have loss of revenue. Whether it's you'll lose existing customers because it's too chaotic in the business without consistent processes and systems, or you'll lose unrealized revenue because we never got the sale in the first place because we didn't have systems around all of that, or bad reviews, or whatever those negative consequences are. So when you put the systems into place, the opposite happens. You're going to have predictable results, which will allow you to effectively plan for growth and forecast in the future. Because you're basically, what's consistent results, you're basically got a mathematical formula for what's going to happen next to when based on the trends. You're going to see improved success not only of the company, but of your individual staff members. And the best thing, this is leveraged work. You only have to do the work once, and you get to utilize it multiple times and realize the benefits forever into the future. So, what are the steps to do this? The first is very simple. Identify a role in the business, and then list all the tasks that they would have to do within that role. And once you have that list of tasks, take the first one and document the system. Don't look at the entire list because that can be overwhelming and you'll give up many times before you even begin. Just do one system at a time, and before you know it, it'll be done, and it's done forever because it's leveraged, right? And then once you have that system documented, whether it's on paper or a Word file or on video or whatever those things are, the second step is now you got to train your team. You got to deliver that system to them. You got to train them. And once they're trained, then you have to retrain them. And when you retrained them, you got to do it again. And the reason I say that is it's an unrealistic expectation that we get to train our team once on something and they'll just do it forever. Because as human beings, we drift away from the ideal on everything. If you've ever had a good habit you've done, whether it's working out or eating right and all that, how many people have never strayed from that? We all do, and staff are different. So the retraining brings them back to center so they can continue to get the predictable results that you created in the first place. And the third is you've got to create a system of accountability and a system for managing that team so that they know, okay, this wasn't just a flavor of the week idea and they'll forget about it and we can just do what we've always done. You create that accountability system and they realize this is how it's going to be done. And you get that feedback loop so you can help support them to be successful in that. Now, you do those 3 steps, you're going to start to see the predictable results. You're going to see improved success in your team, and you'll have the comfort in knowing that this was leverage work. I don't have to write that again. I get to utilize that same resource that the work I've done. I get to utilize it over and over again and reap the rewards forever. So, if this is a challenge you face, if this is some negative beliefs you had around systemizing, I'd love to be able to meet with you and help create a customized plan for you to be able to implement these systems, create and implement it in your business as a complementary resource for you. And if you would like to have that, in the comments section, type the word systems, and I'd be happy to meet with you. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.